Welcome Aquarius, this is your August 10th through August 16th forecast, and for you your most impactful event is going to be the full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. So that's directly hitting your sign and it's highlighting your spiritual growth and development. It's going to be revealing breakthroughs in identity, independence, and spiritual purpose, and you're being guided to embrace your authentic self and release any fears that you do have. Let's see what else is going on for Aquarius this week. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay, so you are seeing things a little more clearly here. What else? Yeah, very clearly here. So you may have had like an epiphany or a breakthrough, or feel like you've raised your frequency, or you've shifted from, one particular dimension to the fifth dimension or even higher dimension. So you are really feeling more connected with your spirituality and with the messages of your higher self at this time. So you're feeling more and more like your authentic self, and you feel like you're remembering more and more about your purpose here. We also have you sort of deciding what path you want to go down, and this may also include some sort of travel of some kind. You may be deciding that you want to continue to expand with your esoteric gifts and talents here, or for some of you this may be like a particular product or service that you're offering. So this could be technology related, of course, with Aquarius, but you are definitely, I feel like, deciding on like what your, and some of you short term or long term, doesn't matter here, but you're looking at what's in front of you, what's ahead of you, and you're deciding and strategizing on the best way to accomplish and achieve your goals here. So we do have you feeling a little bit of resistance. I'm going to transition into some of the challenges that may come up here. So we do have a little bit of resistance, and this could be from you or from others, I'm hearing. What else? Yeah, so in some way you could feel like things are unfolding unfairly. There may have even been decisions that have happened here where you feel like things are just a little unjust, or just blatantly being handled unfairly in some or some form here, and that is impacting your energy basically. So some of you, like, this is just, it could even just be externally what's happening out in the world, and that having an impact on you at this time, and you're being able to create balance this week. So, yeah, I mean, it comes out right here. You cannot make it up here. And you may have a lot going on here that you're trying to juggle, you're trying to balance. It could be just even the philosophies that are out here, and just everything that's happening in the world just seems like a lot for you to handle from an emotional perspective and standpoint. You may also be someone who is really fighting for justice for individuals in some way, and it may just be overwhelming, just the reactions from others and the responses that you're receiving, and the positions of others may just seem like totally out of this world. Like, just how can we be on the same planet here, and certain people feel this way and not respect others as sovereign energies and entities and beings here. So yeah, you may be struggling and juggling a lot here, and then you can also apply this to specific areas within your personal experience, such as your finances or relationships, or just your daily routines, your health and wellness. Whatever this is here that you may feel that this resonates with is what we're talking about here. But we do see like a little bit of contrast, a little bit of struggle here with resistance or creating that balance. So let's look at your underlying worries here. And we have the Page of Swords. You may be feeling like you're not up for the challenge. Like, can I do this? Can I really live in a world that's like this at this time? But you specifically, and I'm seeing it in so many different areas when you are speaking and learning more about spirituality and growth and why you came here and what you came here to do. I'm really, really hearing that, you know, this is the most opportune time here to be on earth and to have this experience. So you wanted to be here for some reason. So there's something special about you and what you came here to do. So if you can understand that and keep that in the back of your mind here, and hopefully that will help you with this resistance that comes up. And when you are in those moments where you're like, how can we overcome this? How are we going to get past this? How are we going to see our way through this? And what is the aftermath going to look like here? What else? Okay. So we have the Page of Wands here. You may also feel like this is your confidence, your bravery, and again, just the power to persevere here may be coming up as a little bit of a challenge for you this week. So that's just more confirmation here. So you have things going on in your mind, you have things going on in the external environment, and then you still have the things that you feel passionate about and you want to share with the world, and you dealing with that as well, because you may be maybe working on some inventions or testing prototypes. You could also be working on content that you want to share. So these are things that you're inspired to do and feel passionate about that are also being put into the mix here with all of the other things that are going on here. So that these, I do see this may come up as an issue for you. So you may just be feeling a little overwhelmed at this time. So let's see what your beliefs here. Yes, absolutely. So you believe that there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of good out there, and there's a lot of good ideas, good projects, good people out here that you want to connect with, and you want to utilize that, connect with that energy to help raise the frequency of the planet, to raise the vibration of the entire collective. So there's a lot of options out here, and you do believe in that, and you do trust in that. And with that being said, there's also some resistance out here, and some individuals that aren't interested at all in contributing to the collective consciousness, the raising of the frequency and our vibration while we're here, and all of us shifting to a fifth dimensional earth or a higher level of loving and being. So you will find that there's not there are individuals out there. I mean, that's not a secret. We all know that. But there's other individuals out there that maybe don't have that same idea or don't subscribe to that. So you're seeing a lot of different things going on here, and there's a lot of different energies out there that you can connect to. So just really focus in on the positive opportunities, the positive energy, the unconditional love. Focus on connecting with that and also sharing that. So let's look at your approach here. So you are like coming through not playing here. And you are also very analytical. You're very sharp, astute, intelligent. You are connected with your intuition and source. So you know you have the answers, and you know the way that's going to shift us towards a higher frequency and vibration. You know what to do for that to happen. And it's really about doing that for yourself and then being the inspiration for others to see that there is a better way, to see that there is a way that creates more fulfillment and enlightenment and joy and bliss, not for just the individual, but for the entire collective as a whole. So be the example to others. All right. And externally, a lot going on. We said that already. We spoke to that several different ways, and this is just that confirmation. And you may also be feeling a little bit of you may be feeling down and feeling like, look, I'm trying, I'm being that example and it's not getting through. You know, you may also feel like you're operating at a disadvantage when you're just bringing unconditional love and light to the party, essentially, and to the world. You feel sometimes disadvantaged by that and like, well, if I was doing the same thing that others were doing, but on the right side of things, then, you know, that you may feel like that's a better option at times, but only you know what the best option is for you. And again, you're being strongly guided to be the example. Like, essentially, two wrongs don't make a right, right? Because you're just shifting your energy. You're being someone that you're not authentically, just because someone else is doing that. So that's what you came here to do, to shift the frequency, to say like, hey, you can do those things, but what you're ultimately going to find out is that there's no benefit to that. That's not helping you or others. And here's the right way to do it so that it benefits the self as well as the entire collective here. So you are showing individuals the way, because there's a lot of just pain and hurting people out here. But you are going to be different. Okay, wonderful. And there's a lot of work that's being done here for things that help us as a collective, and for things that don't help us as a collective here as well. So you're going to see that. You know that already. You're seeing that, and you're seeing the state of the world and how everyone is working and all the effort they're putting into the drama and the hate and just things that, again, aren't helping to uplift us. So you see that work that's getting put into that. So counter that with work that's put into being a light worker, to being a starseed, to helping yourself and others, and also working toward, from a passionate, inspirational standpoint, your desires and your goals and the reason why you came here. So let's look at your guidance here. So we have the Chariot, you quite literally allowing yourself to be divinely guided. That is your answer here. Go within, connect, and continue to receive that guidance and those answers that you're seeking, because you have them. No one has them but you. Also, you may find that you're traveling, and I'm going to say that again because we did mention that earlier here. So this could also be one of like you going on vacation or traveling. And for some of you, this is about you traveling in your work and trying to make the world a better place here. That may result in you traveling to different areas, different cities, different countries, and doing some sort of work that helps the community here. Okay, and then I also hear for some of you, you may have a vacation planned where you're able to relax and replenish the soul, and that's going to be significantly helpful to you and your journey as well. So it could be something like that as well. We also have the Empress coming out, and you getting back to just the bare bones of just unconditional love and doing things that are unconditionally loving and that are spreading light and truth across the planet here. So if you have like specific gifts or talents that are helping you to do that, if you are able to channel message, and we all are, it's just a matter of you opening yourself up to that. But if you are in that place where you're channeling messages, or even that's something you desire to do, you absolutely can. But you know, it could be something like that, you receiving those messages and then recording that and sending it out, or getting on live and sharing that with the world. So in some way, you are being guided to connect with those messages and see where that leads. Go with the feelings that you have. If you feel called to do a live, if you feel called to record a video, if you feel called to offer your services for free out in the community, whatever it is that you feel called to do, absolutely do that. And for some of you, it may have to do with, again, like traveling, getting out into spaces where there's a lot of nature, or just connecting in nature in some way with your gifts and talents. So I see like some of you like recording videos while you're taking walks, or you're on vacation, or just by the beach, or at the park, or in the lake. Okay, so I'm gonna stop, but I think you get what I'm saying there. Just however it fits and resonates with you. We also have some communication coming through to you, and give us more about this communication. All right. So this communication can come from family, it could come from soul family, but it absolutely has the opportunity to be positive here. And even if it doesn't initially look like that at first, then you will come to realize that it is a blessing in disguise here. But I do feel like I'm feeling pretty positive about this communication that is coming in and coming through to you. And then we do have those gifts and talents coming up here again. So that's probably why I was so focused on them, because here they are again. Excuse me, that you are either you've received the gift and the abilities, or you are about to, and it's going to allow for you to really expand your mind and open up more and share more of yourself with the collective. Also, if there are things that you are working towards here, it could be about you refining your focus and maybe shifting priorities or readjusting your plan in some way, so that you are really feeling passionate about what you're working on, and it's easier for you to accomplish goals by refining everything that you have on your plate and taking things off or setting things aside that aren't as important, or that no longer bring you joy, or you no longer feel passionate about. And you are going to find that there are solutions that are easier than you think. Just because something is not exactly how you want it to be doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do. It doesn't mean that it's going to be incredibly difficult either. So with this option, with this 8 of Swords here, there's a really strong message here about like you are the only person that's holding you back, essentially. And also, if there are any obstacles that you're encountering, there are easy solutions for you to resolve them. So really, it may be something like that's very practical here, or it could be a shift in your beliefs or your ideas here that is going to, or your strategies is what I was going to say, that is going to help you identify like the right steps to move forward. So hopefully I explained that well. What I'm trying to say essentially is that, it's going to be easy for you to dig yourself out of a hole, basically, or to shift directions to a more positive approach if you allow that to happen. If you allow, just because it's different, just allow it to happen and experiment and go with it and see what it brings you. So there, I hope that makes sense what I was trying to say there. All right, so let's get some oracles here. So we do have after the rain, a silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. I love that, because that is what we're talking about here. Just let it happen, allow it to flow, and do the best that you can. Do what feels good to you and your intuition here. And as you connect with source, you're seeing those signs, you're seeing those downloads, you're seeing those synchronicities. Go with it, experiment with it, and make adjustments however you see fit along the way, because it's really about your experience and you doing what's best for you. And we have the gathering with community, kinship, and companionship. Wonderful. That's bringing it all in. All of your soul family here supporting you, loving you, guiding you. I'm also hearing that there are also ancestors that are there supporting you as well. So anytime you need assistance from them or from your angels, all you need to do is think it, say it, ask for it, and they will be there. Also, source and your higher self, is always there as well for you. So you have that support system available to you at this time. Okay, Aquarius. So thank you so much for watching. Those are the messages I have for you. Have a great week.